Hi, Gerhard Bloom, once again looking at the tyranny and the delusions of the social justice movement. So we have our tyranny and we have our delusions. The figure of Michelle Wu, she is the mayor of Boston. She sent out an email mistakenly including the white staffers in her administration, but sending out an invitation for a colored people's only Christmas party. And 15 minutes after firing off this email, she had to rescind the invitations to the white people. This was Christmas party for just people of color, oppressed people of color. This is shameful racism at its core. And it's particularly funny or insane, depending on your perspective. Michelle Wu, she, as the last name might suggest to you, is Asian. Perhaps she didn't get the memo. She was too busy rescinding her email to notice that Asians are considered white adjacent. Yes, this is a fact. You know why they're considered white adjacent? Because they're successful. They don't need, diversity hiring programs and university admissions, because their kids do extremely well in school, academically, on average, and their parents earn more money on average than whites do. And there are a number of other groups, Chinese, Koreans, Japanese, and Nigerians. They're black, by the way. Nigeria, it's in Africa. The immigrants, black. Their kids do better in school on average, and their parents earn more money on average than whites do. Oh, same with Indian, from the subcontinent of India. Do better school, and parents make more money on average than whites. And so Michelle Wu might be completely oblivious to the fact that it took a Supreme Court opinion to force elite universities to stop discriminating against Asian students because there were just too many of them, right? As though Asian kids, like human beings are like some sort of carton of eggs, right? Oh, we got too many Asians, look at that. We need some more people of color, right? Brown and black people. So no, Asians, they're not considered people of color by these radical leftists. So Michelle Wu, she is all wrong on all fronts. We need to stop playing this racist, divisive nonsense. Racially segregated graduation ceremonies, racially segregated dorms. I don't know if I mentioned this in a previous video. There was a mom. She's black, daughter's black. Daughter goes off to school. There's a wonderful teacher she ran into. She wants this teacher to be her homeroom teacher. Goes back home, says to mom, I want this homeroom teacher. She's wonderful. The mom phones the principal, who is black. The black teacher, principal, tells the mom, oh no, that's not the homeroom teacher for the black kids. Racially segregated classrooms. This is outrageous. This is the dream of the neo-Nazis and, the skinheads, right? Racial segregation. Same as this anti-Semitism, right? These leftists are now holding hands with the Nazis and neo-Nazi groups and the skinheads. You've made a mistake when you're partnering up in your ideological commitments with those disreputable folks. Stop the nonsense. This has got to stop. This racial divisiveness, this anti-Semitism, all awful. Anyways, thank you so much for your time and attention. And do check out my book, Deconstructing Social Justice. This ideology, it is a cancer. It is a cancer. And I will show you systematically on all fronts. Islamophobia, nonsense. Gender-affirming care for kids, toxic, damaging, destructive. The war against the police and this black oppression narrative, all absolute nonsense. So check it out. It's not important because I wrote it. I wrote it because the issues could not be more important. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Bye-bye now.